Hello, sweet souls, beautiful humans, and welcome back to Goddess of Bliss Tarot. As always, I'm so happy and grateful to have you guys here, and I'm very much so looking forward to today's, I almost said episode, to today's video, where we are going to be getting messages from your inner child. See what kind of guidance and what kind of clarity wants to come through, or really just kind of open up the space for your inner child to come forward and to have a little chat with you and to open up. So, in order to center and calm our energy and just get into better alignment with the most accurate reading meant for us, meant for you, let's take that nice deep cleansing breath in. And release. It might be our first slow breath of the day, but that's okay. Now, close your eyes or soften your gaze, and I want you to center your focus on your heart and ask the question out loud or to yourself, what does my inner child want to talk to me about? When you're feeling ready, then you can open your eyes. This is going to be pile number 1, 2, 3, and 4. All right, guys, I'll see you in your piles. Hey, pile ones, welcome to your reading. Now, as you can see, I have everything already set up. My intention is for these readings to be short, sweet, simple, and to the point. So, starting off, the back of this card says, I face life with openness and love. I'm also getting some ancestral energy that's coming through for you. And a bit of worries or concern. You might be worried about a certain situation right now. Yeah, there's something that you're worried about. It might be a relationship. I guess it will depend, but there's baseline worry. So let's go ahead and see what main card we have here. Growth. Oh, look. He's so cute. He's about to trip, though. So maybe you guys are worried about messing up. I want to read from the book for this one. This is a newer deck that I did get just for this reading, actually, just for this video. So, let's see what the book says. Oh my gosh. Okay. So, in this deck, they refer to this little character as Benny the Bunny. Okay, so, growth. It's Benny's birthday. He can't wait to celebrate with all his bunny friends. He's excited to be growing up, but also a little nervous. What if he's not ready to be big? With his friends and family around, Benny knows that whatever trips him up won't keep him down forever. Sometimes life trips us up. On the path to success, we will inevitably meet obstacles. Setbacks are essential to growth. If we are never challenged, we will never rise. This card encourages you to slip up by growing through challenges and seeing them as a chance to expand your abilities, seeing every challenge as an opportunity to rise. This card encourages you to slip up by growing through challenges and seeing them as a chance to expand your abilities, knowledge, and understanding. Don't get tripped up by the pressure to perform perfectly. Your inner critic is often louder and harsher than the comments of others. Be kind to yourself in failure. See it as an important growth opportunity and move on to the next challenge. This card also asks you not to be overly concerned with the opinions of others. Do not let their doubts or comments limit or discourage you from dreaming. Have fun and let any anxiety about pleasing others pass through you with love. Direct your attention to the present moment and enjoy it. Use this time to slow down and ground yourself. When we falter, it's important to remember that we only need to pick ourselves up, dust ourselves off, have a little giggle, and keep moving to find success. No fall is ever the end. It is an opportunity to rise stronger with a greater awareness of what lies ahead. Each card comes with an affirmation as well, so if you want, you can just jot this down on your phone or grab pen and paper, write this down really quick, but the affirmation for this card, you'll want to repeat 3 times or until you feel confident and reassured. Slowing my thoughts and becoming present helps me rise with strength, ready to face life with openness and love. Oh, well, I guess that makes sense. That confirms the worried energy that I had. Many of you are on the precipice of starting something new, or you just started something new. And if it's not necessarily new, it's a resurgence. So for example, maybe it's the next stage in your relationship, or a different stage in your relationship. Maybe you just moved somewhere or started a new position at work. It could be anything like that. And I see you just being kind of concerned about the stability of the situation. But this is again coming through and saying, ooh, you won't fall. Your ancestors will hold you up. You are spiritually protected. And as the bunny message that came through, talking about how every fall that's interpreted as a failure, like it doesn't matter because it's still an opportunity for growth. So even if you fall, quote unquote, or you feel like you fall, because of your strong spiritual protection, it'll just feel like a trip, not an actual fall, okay? A little stumble. So let's see, what else does your inner child want to talk to you about? Okay, intelligence and mental beauty. Wisdom is the abstract of the past, but beauty is the promise of the future. Okay, your inner self wants you to remain excited about your future and replace worries with excitement to create something beautiful. Remember when we were kids and the thought of being a grown-up was like, oh my God, it was so exciting. It was the coolest thing in the world. Oh, sorry. I did not silence my phone. But whenever that happens, that is a confirmation, a reaffirmation, and a solidifying of the message that came through at that time. But your inner child wants you to reconnect with that whenever you are feeling afraid. Tap back into that trusting that you're smart enough to get through whatever you need to, and focus on the beauty in your future. Some of the best days to come are ahead of you. And then primrose, youthful love. If I had a single flower for every time I think of you, I could walk forever in my garden. Aww. Yeah, for many of you, honestly, I'm getting for many of you, it really varies, but the relationship example did come through, so that's a deeper confirmation for you. Now, youthful love. In a broad sense, your inner child is just coming through and being like, hey, we're growing. We're finally growing up. I don't know what that means. We're finally growing up. But if you were a little kid and you were excited to grow up, imagine being in that mentality. And then finally you get the opportunity to do something really grown up. It feels really important. And this is reminding you that even if it's messy, it's still growth. And your inner child really loves you for consistently trying to heal your past, gaining wisdom from your past, but learning to be brave enough to focus on what you want to create for your present moment. Oh, that's so cute. All right, just to wrap up, I'm going to grab you guys a rune. I feel like it's been a while since I've done the runes. They just haven't wanted to come out to play, I guess. All right, pile number 1. Message from their inner child. Issa. Okay, so Issa talks about stillness, ice, winter, frustration, and even like psychological blocks. So this is a little bit of, oh, okay, I see. The message here is the only person in your way right now, if you feel stuck, is you. It's you. Remember the messages that came through where it's like, don't worry about what other people say. Other people's opinions aren't what are holding you back. You are who's holding yourself back, or at least at risk of holding yourself back. It's up to you to break the ice, however that may look like for you. But I can say, when you think about what lights you up and you replace thoughts of fear with thoughts of excitement for the future, that is going to introduce so much light into your situation, and you need that light to melt the ice. Also, if you have been stuck in a situation, relationship, job, whatever, you feel like you're in a rut. For some of you, I'm seeing a creative block. Your inner child is coming through and saying, everything has its season. Winter won't last forever. And it happened for a reason. So your inner child wants you to go within and meditate. Maybe if you guys have a connection with your ancestors, definitely work with your ancestors during that meditation and ask them to show you what the lesson has been, what the universe, what spirit is trying to teach you within that sense of, I'm hearing isolation as well, within that sense of being stuck or frozen. Oh, frozen with fear too. Okay, yeah. Do a confidence meditation as well while you are at it. And I'm also seeing something that could be beneficial is doing, I don't remember what it's called, but it's just like kind of like free writing. So you kind of turn off your brain and you just write. So, and then your spiritual team will come through with messages. So it can be challenging, but you have to practice turning off your brain. Let yourself write what wants to come through, and then come back and introduce your mind and read it and kind of see what you can get from there. But this is a reassurance. The ice is going to break. You're on the beginning of something new. Just keep hearing like, we're growing up. So this is a positive step in a new direction for you. And if you don't embrace it, you will just be stuck repeating unstable or an unstable past, whatever that means for you. Okay, pile ones. Like I said, short, sweet, simple, to the point. These inner child energies are very like, bloop. You know, it's like they want to pop in, say something, and go off and play. Very childlike energy. It's kind of adorable, but this is all I am seeing for you. I sincerely hope that this has helped you. If it has, please drop a like or a comment down below. And of course, if you haven't already and your vibes vibe with my vibes, go ahead and subscribe. Join the tribe. Until next time, bye guys. Hello, Pile 2. Welcome to your reading. Let's jump right in. I set the intention for these readings to be short, sweet, simple, and to the point. It just kind of feels in alignment with these inner child energies. They're just kind of like, ooh, in and out, you know, just like a kid would be. So I'm excited. Now, starting us off, the message on the back of this card is, I am open to the blessings of the storm. Oh, yes. And, oh my gosh, okay. When I was shuffling, I heard thunder when your card came out. It was kind of one of those serendipitous moments where you're like, whoa. So, but yeah, I thought that was interesting. Grateful for the storm. This is reminding me of the Queen of Wands energy with that black cat there, but I guess we'll see. Now, I did get, oh yeah, the storm is ending for you, especially if it's been bad. And you're going to be able, you're coming into this new chapter where you're going to be able to, instead of judging yourself for what you perceive are past mistakes, you are going to come into it from a balanced, confident state. I see you being very grounded, very accepting of the past and of the truth, of your inner truth, which is also going to add to your confidence. And yeah, you're just going to be so grounded. But you're moving into that space of, oh, that was a blessing in disguise. And out of that phase of, this sucks. Why is this happening to me? So that's positive. Okay, grateful for the storm, even though the storm's almost over. And then I'm going to read from the book. I got this deck specifically for this video, so it is newer. All right. Shut up. Oh my god. Okay, so each one comes with an affirmation. I'm just going to read this affirmation really quick. This is crazy. All right, repeat the following affirmation 3 times or until you feel ready to face the storm and accept its blessings. When I remain grounded, I can weather anything. I am open to the blessings of the storm. Damn. All right, we're in tune, guys. We're in tune. All right. Now, this character is referred to as Benny the Bunny in this deck. So when you hear that, that's why. Benny got caught in a storm. His umbrella's broken, his fur's all wet, and his gumboots are filling with water. But that's okay. One bunny's puddle is another bunny's paddling pool. And Benny can't wait to swim. Getting caught in the rain doesn't have to dampen your day. Not every storm is a punishment or something to be feared. It's okay to feel scared and uncomfortable in stormy times, but always remember that beyond the thunder and lightning of trying times exists nourishing rain and the potential for exponential growth. This card reminds you that occurrences that seem like... Shut up. I'm sorry. I can't. I haven't even... This is a brand new deck. I haven't worked with... Okay. Let me just... You'll see. Let me restart that sentence. This card reminds you that the occurrences that seem like curses may turn out to be blessings in disguise. I don't look at these cards beforehand. Ain't no one got time for that. On one hand. On the other hand, that would just feel like spiritually unethical. But that is wild. We're in tune. All right, keep going. Rain can flood cities and bring destruction, but it can also fallow fields and provide much needed nourishment. Ooh, you guys, side note, you guys might need to have a really good cry. That could be a really excellent cathartic release. Okay. The potential for abundance is before you. It may not be what you expected when you saw the storm clouds roll in, but a blessing is a blessing, no matter how it is packaged. Muster the courage to accept what can be accepted and refuse what must be refused. Stay calm and grounded and look for the positives in every situation. Stormy times can be an opportunity to practice resilience, regardless of the circumstances around you. Let the water wash over you. Trust that all storms will eventually pass. Have faith that this one will bring something worth withstanding. Damn. Okay. Also, if you guys are spiritual types, it's so important. I'm seeing to take a cleansing bath, like a salt water bath. You have to set the intention when you lay in the salt, when you lay the salt in the tub and fill up the water, that this is going to be a spiritually cleansing bath. It's going to clean your aura, cleanse your energetic field of anything and everything that no longer serves you. Set that intention. And then, yes, because some of you guys in this storm, as a result of this storm, have gotten some lower vibrational ick caught up. So if you've been feeling under the weather too, that's another confirmation of why. It's because... yeah, I mean, it's spiritual hygiene. We all got to do it. It happens to all of us. It's not because you did anything wrong. Regular spiritual cleansing is very, very important. So that's just a little gentle reminder, like, hey, you'll feel better if you do that. But yes, I'm also seeing your inner child either, and you'll know which one applies to you, just listen to your heart, but your inner child either feels misunderstood or recognizes that there is a misunderstanding within a certain situation and is trying, your inner child has been trying to get your attention to showcase to you, like, hey, look, this is a misunderstanding. But you've been so caught up in surviving and getting through the storm that you haven't been able to see it. All right, now let's move forward. Garden heliotrope. Is that how you say it? Heliotrope? Oh, I love these. Oh my god, okay. Devotion and dreams fulfilled. The future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams. Lovely. So don't give up on your dreams, even if there was a storm. And then Gerbera daisy? Gerber daisy? That's actually my favorite flower. Your inner child, and I actually, okay, yeah, they're kind of all over the place. It's the very hyper energy. You might want to like take them out to play. So just sit and ask your inner child, like, what would make you feel happy today? Even if it's like going to the park and swinging on swings. I love to do that, actually. You know, they need to get out of the house somehow. So nourish your inner child spirit by doing that. Because even this egg, trying to get it to stay still, like it wouldn't stay still. It would just keep rolling all over the place. I've actually been really grateful throughout this reading that it's behaved and stayed still. So, but yeah, okay. Gerber daisy, purity, cheerfulness, and innocence. The present moment is filled with joy and happiness. If you are attentive, you will see it. I'm seeing that as a further confirmation of the messages that came through in the story from Benny the Bunny. Finding the positives in the situation. Understanding that this was all necessary for your growth. Oh, and purity. Yes, purity. That's, again, that confirmation of like spiritual hygiene. Take a cleansing bath. Or just work with water energy in some form or fashion. Even if you live nearby a big body of water and you can go swimming or spend time on the coast or on the shoreline, whatever it is, that would be really beneficial as well. This is a reminder too, whatever this storm was, you are a survivor. You're not broken. Things around you might feel broken, but you're not broken. And nothing can take away your innocence. Like, you are pure. You have a pure spirit. This storm didn't change that. So stay devoted to your dreams and try and find ways to find joy and happiness in your day-to-day moments. So it's just a practice, right? So set a little reminder on your phone if you need to remind you throughout the day, where there's two sides to every coin. So yes, you might be in a storm right now, or again, you guys are coming out of a storm right now. So that can be part of the joy and happiness, right? But there's also little things, like every time I see my fur baby, he makes me so happy. That is a very simple way of reconnecting with joy and happiness, with the people, energies, and passion projects, yes, that you love. Okay, this is such a fast-moving energy, which I'm also interpreting as you will be moving into this new beginning very, very quickly, which is also why it's important to stay focused on joy and happiness within the present moment, and to expect joy and happiness and beauty in your future. That's what your inner child wants to tell you. Okay. It's like I can't catch my breath. Maybe go do some exercise? Oh, Feihu. Yeah, well, this is energy for sure. It talks about self-worth. So Feihu as a rune in and of itself translates to like things of worth and things of value. So reconnect with and rediscover your inner sense of self-worth. Understand that no level of any storm will ever take that away from you. You have it. You just have to acknowledge it. And also, wow, your inner child is actually coming through with this rune and saying, I am worth your time. Damn. Okay. Wow. You guys have a little bit of a spitfire of an inner child, and I am loving it so much. Okay, pile number 2. Also, side note, throughout a lot of your reading, I kept wanting to call you pile number 3. So I don't know if you want to check out pile number 3. There might be messages for you there. Definitely do that, especially if you were called to it, you felt drawn to it at all. And if not, baseline number 3 talks about magic and nourishment. So the more you nourish yourself, the more magic is going to come into your life. And the more you nourish your inner child, the more magic and possibility will come into your life as well. You'll be feeling renewed after the storm. Oh, okay, pile 2s. I hope that you enjoyed this reading. I hope it resonated. If it did, please feel free to drop a like or a comment down below. I love seeing your guys' comments. It makes my heart so happy. And of course, if you have not already and your vibes vibe of my vibes, go ahead and subscribe. Join the tribe. Until next time. Bye, friends. Hi, beautiful pile number 3s, and welcome to your reading. You guys selected this crystal, which I just feel is really essential for me to point out because it actually makes me feel a little vulnerable, like super vulnerable, because this is one of my most important, precious, and valued crystals that I own. So far, she's been one of those that I've always just kind of kept to myself and worked with privately. But she really wanted to come out today, so maybe that's a sense of encouragement for you guys to move into a space of maybe a little bit more vulnerability. But either way, this is one of my most favorite crystals. And so I'm getting that there is going to be a blessing within your life coming to you very, very soon, or has just came to you. But if it hasn't yet, it is coming to you literally like tomorrow level soon, as long as you're open to receive it. Sometimes you might even need to vocalize that for the sake of convincing your subconscious mind that you deserve good things. But yeah, you guys are on the precipice of something that is going to become a favorite part of your day-to-day life. Wow. Okay, lots of hits right off the bat. This reading is intended to be very short, sweet, simple, and to the point, so we're going to jump right in. Back of your energy here, or back of your card here is I am gentle with myself. Aww, and your card is tenderness. Self-care, for sure. Making sure that you have time to rest. I actually bought this deck specifically for this video. So it is a new deck. I haven't really worked with it. So I'm going to read from the book. This character is referred to as Benny the Bunny. Okay. Benny's been sniffling all day. He's never a happy bunny when he's sick. Luckily, Ma Blue has the perfect remedy for a sick bunny. When her baby's down, she knows just what to do. All right. Have you been feeling tender lately? Sensitive? Wow! And the message of the vulnerability came through. Okay. Continuing. In need of a break? Perhaps you have been getting ill frequently or overindulging to the point of sickness. If so, your body may be telling you that a little extra love and care is needed at this time. Take the time to listen to your body and give it what it needs. Don't devalue yourself by acting like your well-being is less important than your work. Give thanks to your body for communicating its needs and look after it with the tender love and care it deserves. If you are sick, run yourself a hot bath and soak with some essential oils. Wrap yourself in fuzzy blankets and take a nap. Make yourself a hot tea with lemon and snuggle up for a leisurely day of rest and relaxation. It's better to take a break to fully recover rather than drag illness out for days or weeks. If you are worn down and overtired, make sure you get to sleep early and drink plenty of water. Above all, treat yourself with tenderness. It is the path back to wholeness and health. You deserve to walk it happily and with ease. And then each card also does come with its own affirmation. So repeat the following affirmation 3 times or until you feel ready to treat yourself with tenderness. I lovingly listen to my body and give myself permission to rest fully and completely. I am grateful for all my body does for me and appreciate it when it lets me know it's time to rest. Okay, now, very strong messages coming through. First of all, many of you have either been using work as a distraction. For whatever reason, I felt really called. When I was reading, I felt really pulled to my phone to check what time it was because I have to work later on tonight. And so I got these anxieties that popped into my head where I'm like, oh my gosh, I know I just checked the time, but do I still have time? Like, is work going to be okay? Whew. Yeah. So that might be something that you guys are in a habit of doing. The other message that came through very, very loud and clear is that your inner child wants you to get some alone time. Some solid alone time, because you guys are never focused on yourselves. Always focused on overgiving to other people, which, no shame, no blame game here. That's not the point. The point, your inner child isn't judging you. They're just coming through and saying, hey, I'm sleepy. Can it just be me and you for a while? And then because you make that time for yourself, you inherently are making time for your inner child as well. Okay, now, let's see what else we have. Amaryllis, determination and creative achievement. You can't use up creativity. The more you use, the more you have. Maya Angelou, I love her. Oh my gosh, she's one of my idols. She's an incredibly impressive person. And then Iris, rainbows and messages. When it rains, look for rainbows. When it's dark, look for stars. That's a very clear message. For some reason, the look for stars is coming through. Go to bed, or at least for this month, okay? Just for this month. Or if you completely reject that idea and you're like, ew, no, then at least make it 2 weeks, okay? Where you track your behaviors around your sleep schedule. If, for my night shift workers out there, there might be a need to, if it's possible, use some stored up PTO, take a couple days off work so that you can just allow your body to sleep whenever it wants, wake up whenever it wants. I know when we have fur babies, responsibilities, all the things that can be really challenging. So just do the very best that you can. Even the smallest effort will be felt. Yeah, I keep feeling so distracted and so pulled in so many different ways. Maybe many of you might have a lot of creative projects. Oh, I feel that. I have so many different things, so many different ideas. I think it's partially the Gemini in me and I just get so curious, I have so many different goals and ambitions, and I'm seeing you guys being like that, where it's like you have to do this and this and this and this, and it can feel so overwhelming. But if you notice, when you look at this, only one of these flowers is blooming. So if you cannot, because of life circumstances, focus on yourself entirely to the exclusion of all else, just do the best you can and just take a break from all but one of your creative projects. Yeah. You've just been pushing yourself too hard for too long. And your inner child is like, come on, let's sleep. Let's get some self-care going. So, to wrap things up. Oh, yes, but also, yeah, you need to get sleep. Your inner child might start coming to you with messages in your dreams. So, oh yeah, wasn't there a message about tracking the behaviors around your sleep? So if you keep a dream journal, you can, for example, write down to what level you are feeling of whatever emotion, right, before you go to sleep, how tired you are, and then certain behaviors. So I played on my phone until the second my eyes closed, or, I watched a movie, I worked on my emails, whatever. And then when you wake up, you can use it as the dream journal specifically to start documenting. That's going to reveal some really important messages, personal messages that your inner child has for you. Now, let's get a rune. I'm actually hearing that there are two. There's three. Oh, yes. See, even I get it. Feeling called to grab 3 of the runes, it's like, no, I have so much I need to focus on. And, I guess we'll see what happens with pile 4, but you guys are the first one where I've made the exception of drawing 2 runes. So, we have Turus and, Thurisas and Urus. So I guess that the 2 of them together would be Thurus. Okay, so the direct messages coming through is that this is what your life is going to entail, what that kind of energy you are going to endure if you don't take care of yourself, and if you don't pay any mind to these messages that your inner child is coming through and telling you and being vulnerable and talking to you about. And this is what will happen if you do. So if you do, right off the bat, Urus, that is the ancestor of the ox or the cow. Are those the same thing? Either way, this fantastically large beast who is fierce. And so if an ancient was ever able to kill an Urus, it took great cleverness and great strength. It had to be both because it was a fearsome creature. And this is also saying, so you will be moving into that space where you will be liberating your mind and accelerating your mind, accelerating your mental capabilities, because you've unplugged the metaphorical blender that's just constantly going. When you give it time to let the motors cool back down before you plug it back in, it's going to be efficient. It makes sense. Also, I see you moving into a space of physical strength, taking care of your body, becoming very healthy. And this is coming through. Urus is usually a very fast-moving energy. So I'm seeing that the sooner you take this advice, this is going to just sweep in very, very quickly for you. Masterful, untamed potential and possibilities coming through for you. Okay. But, so, if you say stubborn, and determination isn't a bad thing, right? But it can be if it's out of balance. Turisas. Honestly, I'm getting... It's a very reactive energy. It's very defensive. It talks about conflict and the need for protection. It translates to thorn. So it's kind of the energy of you'll just always feel like there's a thorn in your side. And I'm also getting a very angry energy, especially with the red here, where it's like, even though you shouldn't be mad about something, you will be. Everything will piss you off because you're worn down, you feel beat up, and you're tired of constantly dealing with the resulting conflict that comes from the confrontational energy that's a result of exhaustion. So, okay, well, pile 3, hopefully that made sense. Please, especially my intuitives, or just any kind of message that comes through to anyone, I am super curious. Comment down below and let me know if you got any intuitive hits or messages about this particular crystal, what it brings up for you, what it might be about for you. Traditionally, this is a really excellent stone to use for connecting with victory. So there might be a need to redefine or reevaluate victory. Redefine it, and reevaluate how to get to it. But I'm also getting that there's there's something else, because this is a very special stone to me. So if you connect with it, it would mean a lot to me if you commented down below, because I feel like there's a message there, and I just need to know. Anyways, okay, pile number 3. If this resonated, if this made sense, if you liked this video, then please drop a comment down below and boop that like button so that I know. And of course, if you haven't already and your vibes vibe with my vibes, go ahead and subscribe, join the tribe. Otherwise, until next time, my friends, bye. Hello, sweet souls, beautiful humans, selecting pile number 4. Welcome to your reading. Now, my intention was set out for these readings to be very short, sweet, simple, and to the point. That was just the kind of energy that was being expressed from all these inner children, which makes sense. Short attention spans, right? So, before we get started, 2 things. 1, I feel intuitively guided to tell you that you guys are on the precipice of something new, but something that might be standing in the way, especially of progress, is literal clutter. There's something within your home space, living space, office space, your car, even the teensiest bit of just cleaning up or dusting. Oh my God, why? I don't know. Holy wow, dust. Go dust your house. There's something spiritually linked to that. What a unique message. Also, I was not going to do a pile number 4, but I felt strongly called to do it, strongly reassured to do it. So 2-part message there. If you've been doubting whether or not to do something, listen to your heart, and it will tell you what to do. If you're feeling pulled to do it, then you should do it. Second of all, whenever that happens, it's usually because a very special and or important message is in store. So, all right. Now, starting us off, the back of this card message is, I follow my dreams to greater knowing. Star guidance. Okay. Some of you might need to be within a sense of like hope restored here. Now, I'm going to read from the book for this. Ooh, hope of companionship, especially if some of you have been feeling lonely. Wow, you guys are getting so many messages. Also, finding a sense of home within nature. So, for my outdoorsy types out there, go camping. Many of you have been feeling strongly pulled to go camping, to go hiking, to go hanging out at the beach, or go playing in a lake, paddleboarding, swimming, whatever it may be. You're being called to the outside world. You need to honor that call, especially if you've been feeling alone, because I'm seeing that it will shift your energetic alignment so that you are in the proper space for kind friends, kind connections, generous connections that are a part of your soul tribe, actually. Yeah, there's a gift waiting for you in nature. Okay, so anyways, this character here, you can't really tell. Here, I'll show you. Let me pull another card as an example. But this is Benny the bunny, is this character. So you can't really tell, but it's a bunny, a really cute bunny. But yeah, I can't remember if I said this or not, but I got this deck specifically for this video. So I have not really worked with the deck, so I will be referring to the book, reading from the book. Okay. Benny the bunny has a very busy brain. When his brain's all abuzz, he knows exactly what to do. Beneath the blanket of blinking diamonds that make up the night sky, Benny's brain falls silent. He feels small and big all at once. He closes his eyes and says a prayer for guidance. He knows that no matter how busy his brain gets, it's always quiet among the stars. Look to the stars for guidance, for they have much wisdom. The stars in our solar system were here long before us, and will be here long after we are gone. They have witnessed our history, our vices, and our victories. They shine a light for us to see the way forward. Will you follow it or stumble blindly in the dark? This card asks you to trust in higher guidance. If you have noticed signs and symbols that feel significant to your circumstance, this card confirms that what you are seeing is real. The night sky does not lie. It does not shine false light. What you see, hear, feel, know, and sense are messages from the stars. Heed them. Be comforted by the wisdom of the night sky. When you feel lost, look to the stars and ask for guidance. Let the light of the stars remind you of the light inside. There is more to you than this physical body. You are light incarnate. And then each card comes with its own affirmation. So repeat the following affirmation 3 times or until you feel connected to the stars. I have faith in the stars, so I have faith in myself. The universe leads me into greater knowing. Beautiful. Yeah, that makes sense with the nature message that was coming through. Also, something that I was getting as I was reading is that some of you are meant for fame. Social media fame is like so much more common of a thing these days, so I don't feel like that's as outlandish of a statement as it might have been 20, 30 years ago. So there's a need to have faith in yourself, keep doing your craft, keep practicing, keep doing your stuff, keep putting content out there, but source it from a place of confidence, and that's really going to help you shine. Yeah, stars shine in the dark. Think about that. Stars shine in the dark. So where can you begin to shine in the dark places of your life? Damn. All right. I'm also sensing a lot of abundance coming through for you. You guys are intuitive because I'm getting so many intuitive messages, which I guess makes sense with the moon here. So there's a need to reconnect with that if you have been feeling disconnected, or if you haven't been feeling disconnected, then just there's some download, some spiritual guidance, and even some spiritual gifts that you are ready to tap into and to receive. Now, dang, your inner child is chatty. I love it. Aww. Okay. White rose. New start and wisdom. Knowing yourself is the beginning of all wisdom. Yes. New start. I love it. Oh, and hyacinth. Playfulness. Play is the royal road to childhood happiness and adult brilliance. There's no greater wisdom than that. I actually worked with a shaman for several years. It's how I learned and grew a lot into my spiritual being. So maybe there's a spiritual teacher out there that you're ready for. But I always remember being surprised because as soon as he tapped into spirit's energy, most of the time it was very playful. It was very light. Even if what we were working on was, we were processing the hard to swallow stuff. And so it's really coming through as like a wise, playful, happy monk or something, where it's like there's so much wisdom in play. And playfulness gets, I feel like society today looks down on it, looks at it as being irresponsible. That was a trap that I fell into. It's a mind trap that I still fall into. So I'm sensing that is likely something that you guys are falling into as well. You need to understand, especially if you are, this is useful, this is not. This is useful, this is not. Which, by the way, that mentality, if you carry it over to cleaning, that can help. But if that's how you kind of tend to look at things, especially with how you spend your time, your inner child is coming through and saying like, hey, playfulness is useful. It is useful. Our brains are wired for it, which means it's useful. That's just science, honestly. So, yeah, go outside, play in nature. Also, you are in the middle of a transformation and you are gaining so much wisdom from it. You guys, many of you are coming out of a dark time. Maybe you guys are going through a dark night of the soul. Your inner child is comforting you and saying, like, you're almost there. you can get through it. Or if you just finished it, you know, like, thank you for doing the hard work. Of getting to know yourself with love and compassion. Also, if you have been looking for love, be it a resurgence of love within a long-lasting connection, a friendship, or meeting someone new, making new friends, whatever it may be. Although for a lot, it could be either. I'm getting for a lot of you, it could be romantic, but this is like, yeah, especially because we have the rose here. But the pink is showing me friendship for some reason. So, oh, didn't we say, yeah, oh my God. Didn't that come through earlier? I can't remember. Where it was like, you guys are coming into contact, into alignment with your soul tribe. Okay, that's another confirmation for your inner child saying, like, come out to play, right? Go do playful behaviors, because if you think about the kind of people that you want in your life, ooh, I just looked at the timer and it was 11:22, so you might want to, oh yeah, okay, you might want to look up the meanings, the angel number meanings of that. But ultimately, you guys are coming into some new relationships. But if you think about the kind of people that you want to be around, do you want to be around people who are super isolated and overly serious all the time? No. We want people who are lighthearted, who we laugh with, who we play with, right? So the more you embody and practice that energy, the closer in alignment you will come into contact with your people and or person. And your inner child is also coming through and reassuring you, again, the dark times are over. You are, because you did the hard work, you have at least 2 new relationships, life-changing level relationships with people coming into your life. Again, either a resurgence or a transformation within an existing relationship and or a new one. But there's going to be 2 people for sure that are going to be, you're going to be kind of purifying the connection and coming into it with a very lighthearted, playful energy. It's going to be beautiful and it's going to be long-lasting. Your life, you're moving into a world where you're almost overwhelmed with abundance, especially abundance of joy within your relationships. Ooh, all right. Okay. Also, your inner child is asking you, remember when we used to play pretend, even when we used to do XYZ, kind of do some reminiscing and remind yourself that as much as humans like to think that we're different, at the end of the day, we're all animals, we're all mammals, and we are all nature. So it does serve you to reconnect with nature, and even animals play. So reconnect with that natural side of you as well. But also remember, different ways that you played as a child, and that could kind of help guide you as well. Woo, okay. I feel guided to reread this. Oh, I follow my dreams to greater knowing. Oh, and there's a little butterfly. Do they all have butterflies? Oh, they all have butterflies, but that's okay. Yeah, you guys are transforming. Absolutely. All right. Pile number 4. Let me know if this resonated. Let me know if this helped you. I love hearing your guys' comments. Or I guess I don't hear them, right? We just see them. But anyways, if you liked this video, if it resonated, please do me a huge favor and boop that like button down below. And if you haven't already and your vibes vibe with my vibes, go ahead and subscribe. Join the tribe. Until next time. Bye, guys.